Today on the channel from the 2000X series, we go claws out with Clawful, Masters of the Universe.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, back again with another Masters of the Universe 2000X series unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we're back at it with another deluxe version, this time with Clawful. But for all your Clawful needs and a whole lot more, make sure you hit up DJC Collectibles. Use discount code 8OFFDJC to save 8% off your entire order. And that's exactly what I did, Clawful in stock over there at DJC. Go pick it up. And of course, going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going claws out. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And usually we go something else out, but we're going claws out here today, Todd McFarlane. And we got Clawful in the deluxe packaging. We've seen this before with Ram Man. We also saw it with Beast Man. And I'm sure we might see it with a time or two, maybe a Whiplash in the future. We'll see what happens. But looking good. Clawful, always an absolute favorite of mine from my childhood. I remember that original Clawful figure. Really love that one. Love this one. Love all of them. I love all the Clawful figures. I can't wait till we get the deluxe Mondo Clawful. That'll be something one day. We'll see what happens. But you got Gray Skull up there on the top, boxed out on the window. Clawful and the 7 moons. I don't know. 2 moons? Master of the Moon? I don't know. Something like that. But he's looking good there. Looking like something I'd like to eat over here. I'm getting kind of hungry for some seafood all of a sudden. He is the warrior with the grip of evil, it says on the package. Got some of that artwork up there, and then we're showing off some of the deluxe figures down below. We'll do a little bit of comparisons later in this video, as we always do. Looking good there. What's it say? As seen on the island. And if I remember that episode, wasn't there like a bunch of Clawfuls? It was like his whole universe, his whole family or something. I think that was the case. Looks like we got some of our heroes there as well, but as seen on the island, it does say. And we're going to get him off the island right here. It'll be like Survivor. Get him off the island. Get him off the island. Maybe, maybe not. There we go. Up high. See you later. Goodbye. We do get the little instructions. No comic book this go around. See you later. Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye. What are we doing? And I guess the deluxe ones usually don't have a comic book, but it does say Clawful. Warrior with the grip of evil, with a click of a claw, Clawful's underwater brethren unleash an evil plan to kidnap Man-at-Arms when visiting his friends and mentor, Decker, on Orcus Island. And Decker is a sleeper character. We got him in the Masters Universe Classics line. I don't think we've ever seen him since, but he was the one that made Man-at-Arms, I guess. I don't know if he was he the Man-at-Arms before Man-at-Arms? I think that was the case. Very cool, though. We do get this little card, whatever you want to call it. Got that going on. Clawful, plastic prison, looking big bad. Dare I say nationwide. Looks like he's ready for a date at Red Lobster. You better be careful. Don't go back into the kitchen if they try to trick you there, Clawful. You don't want to go back there. Nothing good would come from Clawful looking at the kitchen of a Red Lobster. No doubt about it. But he comes with no extra accessories, I guess. Since he is a one-off mold, for the most part, they could use this for Whiplash, I think. Maybe obviously the arms being different and stuff, but I think they could reuse some of this, not all of this. And I guess that is why we don't get anything else, because the expense to produce this figure as a one-off. And there we go. We start all over again, just like we're starting 2026 Masters unboxings, just like 2025. See you later. Goodbye. I've had a lot of issues. Now, I always say your mileage may vary, but I've had a lot of issues with this line and the Thundercats line as the figures just fall apart at the waist. And we saw that right out of the package falling apart. So I hope this is just a one-off little mess up right here. I hope this isn't something we're going to see. As Stratos and Triclops, I had a lot of issues with that. All right, he stays in there pretty good, but it's just a little touch, a little turn. That waist, he just falls off. And it's like it's because of the skirts. We saw it with Triclops, saw it with Stratos. I guarantee we put this on here just like so. Just like so. I mean, he looks goofy, though. It looks really goofy without that skirt. But we don't have the problem if we have that. We do got a little twist tie problem, though. It's stuck in his elbow. What are we doing here? We're having all kinds of issues here. There we go. See you later. But this is just not working for me. Not going to work for me, brother. I'm going to slide this way down there, a little bit annoyingly down. There we go. All right, we just got to be a little careful with the waist on these, but we've been seeing this across the board for the most part. Now, as I always say, your mileage may vary with any quality issue. It's not going to be everyone, but it's been annoying for me personally, as we've seen here on the channel. But let's dive into this Clawful. Hopefully he sticks together for us. I'm making him as tight as I possibly can. We'll see what happens. But we got the head here, got that Clawful head. You got the big ridges on the nose all the way up to the top. Got those teeth all there around. Nice kind of orangish red coloring to him. I will say he doesn't seem as dark and menacing in the 2000 series as he did in the Origins and the original cartoon, at least for me personally. I like the darkness of Clawful, and the Masters Classics did it. A lot of the figures of the past, he's been a lot darker and more menacing. I won't say he's a joke or anything, but it looks just like, you can just look at him in the face and say, oh, I can hear his voice. Kind of dumbed down, kind of like how they do stereotypical Ram Man. You're exactly right, Todd, and farther from the couch. So that's why I keep you around for these things. But it does look like Clawful. I would know who this is. Got that big, I guess, shell game going on all over the place. Got the big back here, that big shell on the back. He's got, I guess, we're going to call it a collar. We're going to call it a high whimsical collar over here. He's ready for Club Grayskull. Sign up over there at Mattel Creations, of course. And then he's got some big bruiser arms going on for him here as well. You got the skirt. We talked about that. We played around with that a little bit. Skirt over here to protect himself. And he's got some long invertebrate legs, maybe. Got 2 toes down here. Looking interesting. That skin tone continues throughout the body, as you can imagine. Now, looking at the arm here, you got a wrist bracer over here, and then you got a claw. Now, do we get articulation? A little bit of articulation on the, we'll call it the thumb on that claw, side to side, back and forth. A little darker red on this claw as well, for those keeping track at home. Now, the second arm is where business really picks up here, as you got the big arm. And I should mention, I mentioned Mondo earlier. Mondo has a Clawful coming out from this series that is a lot meaner, a lot darker than this one. This is the standard kids release out at Walmart's, out at Target's, the DJC collectibles and stuff. So it's got to be a little bit more cartoony. But if you're looking for more realism, I don't know if that's the right word, but it's close enough. Mondo's the place to be. But you get the big claw right here. And I don't know if you guys are like me. I enjoy crab legs. Crab legs are delicious. I like to eat them, but I never order them. I can count on probably one hand how many times I've had crab legs, because I don't want to make them at home. It's too much work, and nobody else in the family will eat it except Todd McFarlane. And you're always never around when I make it seems like. But so I don't do crab legs at home, and I'm not going to do it at a restaurant, because I feel like I'm on stage at a restaurant. You order the crab legs, everybody in the restaurant's looking around, looking at you, and then they hand you the little things to crack them. And I suck at cracking them. I'm the first to admit it. That's where I need my dad. I'm like, Dad, could you crack all these for me? And he says, Kyle, how old are you? And I say, you still got to come to your dad for things. And have my dad crack them, but I'm just terrible at cracking them. So I don't want the embarrassment. I don't want to put on the show. I don't want to sit there and just not get all the meat out. And then the waiter comes over and says, sir, is there something wrong with your crab legs? It looks like you left a lot of meat in there. I'm like, I can't get the meat out. I don't know how to do it. That's what ends up happening. And I don't like that. I don't like to be put in that situation. So I usually go for the shrimp. That's what I do. I get if I go to Red Lobster, you get that all-you-can-eat shrimp or something. That's a lot easier. That's pretty good to go. And I'm not splurging for the lobster tail. I love a good lobster tail, but I'm not splurging for that. Crab legs I would, but it's too much work. Too much work. Get them out of here. Anyways, story time with Kyle, as they say. But this one is nice. It does got the big pincher here, a little darker red, lighter red here. I do wish the arm was, I don't know, I guess it's fine. I was going to say, I wish it had just a little bit more length on it to give it a little bit of a turn here at the side. I mean, you do get the side to side here, but it's not as much up and down. If it was out just a little bit more, you could get like a full on up and down and turn. Is what it is, though, not the end of the world. But nice to get the claw. You got to have the claw for Clawful. It's in his name, after all. So you do get that moving around. The arms do go all the way around. No bicep cut here. Head back, forth, side to side. Waist articulation. Oh, get out of here with this waist articulation. Just makes me want to throw this across the room. I am not a fan of this Masters issues as of late, as I've said repeatedly here. He does do a little bit of splits action. You do get single jointed knee, side to side. Ankles back, forth, side to side. Oh, we get a higher ankle, maybe? No. Oh, boot cut. Boot. We'll call it boot. We'll call it ankle. That's what we're going to call it. Get out of here. It's getting me so frustrated. Oh, Todd. Todd's laughing from the couch, and I've never seen anybody laugh with their toes like that. You look like a clapping seal over there. Man, Just not a fan of this. Mattel, what are we doing? What are we doing? We got to fix this. Am I the only one talking this? I don't watch other people's reviews, Todd, but are other people clamoring, or is this a Kyle issue? Is this the joke? Is there cameras down here? Oh, just the one in front of me? My goodness, Clawful, taking me to the limits is what Clawful's doing here today. He's awful Clawful. That's what we're going to call him, but don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Now, is he going to fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand? He does fit on that, but man, be careful of that waist, or it's just me. Once again, I'm not sure, but it's driving me absolutely crazy. But besides that, I like Clawful. He's a favorite of mine, so I'm happy to have this in the collection. Just wish he was a little bit more sturdy, especially for the deluxe price point, is what it is. But we got some comparisons here. How about Beastman? You can see that comparison. Very similar in size. Beastman a little bit taller, Clawful a little bit wider, so we can see how that goes. And then I did grab Mossman, of course, more standard release style figure. So you can see him against a standard figure and a different deluxe figure. Not a bad piece of business. Just some quality issues. I'm going to die on that hill with this line. They got to figure that one out. But Clawful, besides that, not a bad piece of business. But what say you? Did you pick up this Clawful? You having challenges with this Clawful? Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon, YouTube channel memberships. Your best way to support the channel and all the content it brings. And let me tell you, there's a lot of content. You guys know that by now. Appreciate all the support. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is also named my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available every Tuesday wherever podcasts are found, with videocast on YouTube. So for Clawful, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?